welcome back to part 4 of the hard boxes. And before I start, I'm going to just fill people in on what hard boxes are. They're basically limited editions, mostly made in Europe, and the insides usually are not that special. It's usually just a standard DVD or Blu-ray release. What I collect them for is the alternate artwork. I love alternate artwork. They basically take the great days of like VHS and Laserdisc, where artwork mattered, and put it on a nice big. It's not really a slip box or anything, but it's kind of like a clamshell type thing. Sometimes, like the DVD actually the whole DVD can fit inside it. They call those cover visions, where you stick your whole DVD in there and close it. Or like these, there's just a spindle in here with the disc on it. Sometimes they give you art cards and limited edition stuff in it too. But I usually don't open these because I have them on Blu-ray or something already. I'm collecting it for the artwork, and usually they're numbered on the back. Usually they're short print runs on these. Usually like around 100 pieces they call them. And yeah, so I'd love to know how companies get away with this, because a lot of times they repack. They call it repacks. They take a disc, like a DVD that's already in production, like say, I know in Europe they usually use CMV laser vision. They'll take their discs, make the case themselves, and then repackage it and sell it. If I could learn how they get the rights to do that, so I could do that here in the United States, I would do it, and I would blow every single one of these companies out of the water with my releases, because I have some fantastic ideas on what to do to get the collectors back into this stuff. But that's another story. But Frontiers, put out by NSM, one of my favorite French horror movies. Got to be careful because a lot of times they'll show nudity on the back. But here, as you can see, that's number 1 that I picked up. I went crazy. This is over the course of like 6 months, guys. This isn't a one purchase. Ebola Syndrome, put out by 84 Entertainment. A very awesome Cat 3 title. There's the spine. Let me show you that. I'm not going to spend a lot of time because I have a huge stack to go through, guys. I always got to be careful flipping around the back covers because I always get shocked because I'm not really looking at them that closely before I do start filming them. But highly recommend this movie if you haven't seen it, Ebola Syndrome. Next one up, an action title, Red Eagle, Jean-Claude Van Damme. One of my favorite actors from the 80s. Just really intense actor. Yeah, he's not the best actor, but I loved his martial arts. And as I've said before, he actually inspired me back in the day to take karate lessons, to try and learn some of his moves, and I just wanted to be cool like him, you know. But no, I dropped out of it after becoming a double green belt, or a double green stripe white belt, I should say, because it was too much work. And I learned most of his stuff was just magic. It wasn't really real stuff. So, yeah. Red Eagle. Nice. That's a beautiful looking hard box. This is a small hard box. High Tension, another great French horror film directed by Alexandre Aja. I don't see this cover work, very often, which is why I grabbed this one. This is a Blu-ray hard box, and here is my complaint number 1 about hard boxes. For you hard box collectors, a lot of you guys don't care, but when you do a Blu-ray hard box, do you have to make it a different size than a regular hard box so they don't line up on the shelves? It's like they're shorter, they're thinner. I know that they have something called small hard boxes for DVDs. I usually get the large ones because, again, I'm into the artwork for these. That's why I'm buying these, not for the disc inside, because they don't have any different special features than the regular version usually. But yeah, so I got this one. They didn't have a DVD cover, I don't think. It was only Blu-ray, and then but I got it anyway. And can I show the back of this? Yeah. So yeah, there's High Tension. Awesome. Got another Van Damme one here. Van Damme was big, so in January they had a bunch of them. This is Cyborg. Just awesome artwork. Usually these are like a leather surface too, or a gloss. Sometimes they use gloss, but yeah. Let's give you lots of nice pictures on the back. Fantastic. Cyborg. Love my Cyborg movies. I got a couple of media books mixed in here. Taurus Trap. I know a Blu-ray recently came out in the US on this one, but from what I hear, it is shit. Everyone is saying how poor the video is on it. It looks like a DVD or VHS rip onto a Blu-ray disc. So I was glad to pick this one up. I have a bunch of media books in my collection, and they look nice on the shelf, guys. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I love looking in the contents. I've sent a few emails out to the distributors of like 84 and NSM who do these media books, saying, because usually on these hard boxes, they usually give you like a bunch of different covers, like sometimes 3, 4, I've seen as high as 8 different alternate artworks on them. And I've said to them, can you at least make one of these an English variant where the writing on the inside, the essays or whatever they have inside here, the photos are in English. Because I said if you just did that, I said you could have a huge market in the U.S. that would jump on these. Because I think what's stopping a lot of people, besides the price, is the inside is usually in German. So they're looking into it. It's a rights issue, basically. I got Martyrs again on a media book. I showed a Blu-ray of it, I think, recently, which I watched the Blu-ray out of that. This one's still sealed. This one I got for the artwork. This is Nathan Thomas Milner, who does a lot of the artwork for Scream Factory. He did this awesome artwork here for NSM Records. And yeah, fantastic. I loved it. It's like a Rorschach test. You know those ink blots? It looks like a, I don't know. And it's down here. They got that. Really nice looking. So, and again, loved the movie. This one I got to cover up. Mort, Cemetery Man. Unbelievable artwork. I forget the name of the artist who did this, but yeah. Can I show? Geez, the whole friggin' thing has nudity on it. I can't get away with anything here. But just, I mean, the entire media book is covered in fantastic art. They made like 1,000 copies of this. Even the spine has nudity on it. Jesus. They made like 1,000 copies of this, and it sold out, which is unheard of for, there it is, 999 edition. It's already going for like $90 on eBay and stuff like that, and selling. It's not just people asking for it. It's selling for that. So I was really glad to have that. This is SVHS, aka VHS2. If anyone has seen VHS2, it was fantastic. A lot of people liked it better than the first one. That cult short that was in it was fantastic. I forget the name of it now. But the reason I got this one, besides the alternate artwork, is the true name that they went with in pre-production. If anyone remembers, it used to, for the longest time, it was called SVHS. That was going to be the title of the second movie, and then they said, it doesn't really kind of make sense, and so they went back to the VHS 2 basically. And but I liked the SVHS split angle. For a while, I thought like it was going to be VHS followed by SVHS followed by Laserdisc. I didn't know what they were going to do. But yeah, I liked that they kept that original name and along with the different artwork and what have you. So I don't think this one wasn't limited. So it's probably still available if anyone wants to get it. And yeah, it's just probably a DVD inside there. But that's Lionsgate Films. Next, I got Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And yeah, just a fantastic 80s cheese fest. Love this movie. They had the hard box in the original cover art, the original poster art, and then this one. Excuse me. So I went with this one. I liked a bunch of them, but like I said, they're expensive. You can't get them all. But look at this tagline. I never heard of this before. This is a riff on actually the Alien tagline of "In space, no one can hear you scream." And here it's "In space, no one can eat ice cream." So yeah, this is fantastic. Loads of fun. Always love revisiting this one. So yeah, definitely happy to have that one. Class of 1999, I believe this is a trauma movie, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not, I don't know. Believe it or not, I haven't seen this one. I think I have it. I think I have it on just a Region 1 DVD, but I haven't checked it out. I just love the artwork on that. So, wanted to add it to the collection. Here we go. Intruder. Look at the artwork on that. Andrew Ballmer used to have this artwork as his avatar for the longest time. But yeah, I always wondered what that was for too, and now here it is. So another lovely looking hardbox, which was 84 pieces. One I haven't seen yet, Cannibal. It's probably a different name that goes by this. That's probably like a foreign title. I don't know. Haven't checked it out yet. Getting down to it, guys. Sorry this one's going to be long. Got to cover up this. This is Don't Open Till Christmas, I believe. This is the alternate artwork that has nudity on it, so I have to cover it up. This was a fantastic movie. I watched this for the first time. I have a Mondo Macabro of Don't Open Till Christmas at home, and I loved it. It's one of my new favorite horror movies, Christmas horror movies, about a serial killer basically hunting down Santa Clauses and killing them all, like around the town around Christmas time. All right, last but not least, I got two Human Centipede and Human Centipede 2. Again, I got them for the alternate cover art. You don't see this one too often, or this one. I think this one might be the original poster art for it, but if you look closely, it's all like people made up of the whole thing. So there's Lawrence Harvey there, who's pretty active on Facebook. He friends everybody. He friended me, so I was happy with that. Maybe I'll send him this to have him sign it or something. I don't know. There's the back of that one. It's kind of the cellophane's kind of bubbling up, but yeah, really awesome looking. So that's gonna do her, guys. I got a ton here. Again, this wasn't one purchase. This was over the course of many, many months. I just hadn't done an update in a long time on these type of things. So that's going to do it. And yeah, so hope you enjoyed my 4-part update. Sorry, I had to split it up. I'm not going to let that go that long again. So take care.